All right, guys, we have a big announcement for you guys right now, right here, right now. So we're doing a group trip here in Pattaya, Thailand. I'm actually standing in Isan, Phum, Thailand right now. This is where I'm living right now. I occasionally do go back to Pattaya, but we're doing a group trip in Pattaya from August 14th to August 21st, 2026. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys hit that email that I'm going to put on the screen. So yeah, we're going to be doing 7 days in Pattaya. So I'm thinking about doing this group trip, and then we're gonna do a group trip in Shayapum. But let's get through this group trip first. So we're gonna be doing 7 days in Pattaya. Every day I have something new for you guys. We're gonna be doing several different activities like temples, beaches, islands, restaurants, anything you can really think of that you can do in Pattaya. We're gonna be doing it in those 7 days. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys hit the email below. Hit the email below with like a subject saying interested in the trip, and then just tell me you're interested in the trip, and we can work out different payment plans. I know everybody's gonna be wanting a different type of payment plan. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna probably do like a deposit, have you guys pay a deposit up front, and then after you guys can work on the payment plans, you guys can pay however you guys want to pay, probably like later on or something. So if you guys are interested, so we're gonna be doing 7 days in Pattaya. If you guys are interested, make sure you guys hit that email down below. Alright guys, so in today's video, I want to be talking to you guys about a very, very interesting story that happened to me as soon as I came to Thailand, as soon as I arrived to Thailand here in 2022, 2023 timeline. So yeah, man, so by the name of this video, you guys can tell this is another one of those story time videos. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I have done one of these story time videos, but I've done the sit down talking videos. But this is another one of those videos that you guys can learn something from. Yeah, just another video you guys can learn something from, especially if you're not in Thailand now, you're planning to come to Thailand. You know what I'm saying? You're planning to date in Thailand. So by the name of this video, you guys can tell I got cheated on. So yes, I got cheated on. As soon as I came to Thailand, I got cheated on, actually. And I haven't told anybody about this story. I wanted to save it for this YouTube channel so you guys can see not everything is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Not everything is perfect here in the land of smiles. You know what I'm saying? Not anything is perfect anywhere, honestly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you guys about how I got cheated on. Pretty much, I arrived here in Thailand 2022, 2023, like November, December 2022. So before I even came to Thailand, this is not, so first of all, I want to go ahead and say this is not John. We're not talking about my now girlfriend, because my girlfriend's an angel. My girlfriend's an angel. She would never do nothing like that. But I'll say this is for my ex. This story is my ex, my first girlfriend that I've ever had in Thailand. So yeah, I arrived here in Thailand. Before I even arrived, me and my ex were talking on Tinder. We met on Tinder. So I was on Tinder swiping, you know what I'm saying? Just swiping. Just trying to see what I could get on there before I came so I could set something up beforehand, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I actually got a couple of different matches. I got a lot of matches. Like before, I want to go ahead and tell you guys now, if you guys are swiping in Thailand, your matches are gonna be way on top. Like your matches are gonna be through the roof, bro. Like compared to America matches, if you've been on Tinder in America, compared to Tinder in other countries, you can't compare it, bro. You can't compare. Your matches are like through the roof in other countries, especially Asia. Like right now, I have 99 plus likes on my Tinder. I've never had that many likes. That's how girls feel in America. That's how normal, average looking girls feel in America. You know what I'm saying? But seriously. But we matched on Tinder. You know what I'm saying? We matched on Tinder. We started talking on Tinder. And then I said, okay, let's meet. I met her like the second day I got out there to Thailand. Like I actually fell asleep on her. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about that. But I said let's meet up. I got checked into my hotel and stuff like that. I got checked into my new room. I was really tired that day because I got checked into my new room that day. That was like the second day I arrived to Thailand. I was just trying to get my stuff packed into my new room and stuff like that. I was very, very tired. And I actually fell asleep the first time we were supposed to meet. We were supposed to meet at a 7-Eleven in Jam Tien. Near the beach, you know what I'm saying? So we were supposed to meet there. I fell asleep because I was so tired. And then I texted her when I woke up, and we ended up meeting back at the 7-Eleven. So we had our first date and everything. It was cool, you know what I'm saying? She seemed like a cool person at first, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you don't know everybody. The first impression usually is, you can kind of go off the first impression, but at the same time, you kind of got to get to know people. Quick announcement real fast. A lot of y'all always ask me how I grew my YouTube channel, so I finally decided to make something for people serious about content growth. If you didn't know, I've grown one channel to over 260,000 subscribers and another to over 18,000 subscribers, and I've learned a lot through trial and error. So I started my content growth school on School, where I help creators with things like titles, thumbnails, video ideas, strategy, and growing your audience. If you're serious about growing on YouTube or content creation, click the link in the description and join. Let's grow together. Why not? You know what I'm saying? You got to get to know people at the same time, because people give their best shot, their best foot first, their first impression. You know what I'm saying? You kind of got to scope the situation out. That's what I'm learning now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, first date was cool. We start hanging out a lot. You know what I'm saying? She started coming over to my house a lot. I started hanging out with her and her friends a lot. That was like the only girl I was really hanging out with, honestly. Like, I didn't really come to Thailand like for a relationship per se. I'll say I came to Thailand to have better dating experiences, but I didn't come to get in a relationship. But it just kind of happened like that when I first got there. You know what I'm saying? So we start, hanging out and stuff like that. And then she started coming over to my house like every single day. Like every single day she started sleeping over and stuff like that. And then you know what I'm saying, after a while I realized that, yeah, it's like beforehand, if you're gonna be in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, before your relationship, you're gonna most likely they're gonna be talking to other people. You know what I'm saying? Most likely they're gonna be talking to other people. But after a while, you guys are like staying together and hanging out all the time and dating each other, seeing each other every day, all the time, staying with each other all the time. Not necessarily living with each other. It was getting to that part. It was getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? Because we're talking about a month, 2 months, 3 months down the line. You know what I'm saying? After a couple months, I had figured out that she was goddamn still talking to her ex. You know what I'm saying? So she had an ex that it was an American black guy. He came to Thailand sometimes, you know what I'm saying? She was still talking to her American ex. And I found this out because I seen a message pop up on her phone when she was just sitting in my bed. And she like literally laughed it off, bro. She was not, like, just by her reaction, with just laughing it off like that, like it was something funny, like, and unserious. That was a red flag right there. You know what I'm saying? That was a red flag right there. You know what I'm saying? And I figured out, I asked her, I was like, who's that? I was like, who's that? Why are you still talking to him when we're like basically like dating and, hanging out and practically living together? You know what I'm saying? I was like, why are you still talking to him? You know what I'm saying? And what I learned was they were never even finished. Like, he just went home and came back to Thailand, but she was just dating around. He was like, I think he was the one who was like in love with her and stuff like that, but she was like 22 years old. She was dating around. And she didn't really care about nobody's feelings, bro. She didn't care about nobody's feelings. And to be honest, from like the start, you wouldn't even be able to figure that out about this girl. Like, you would be thinking like, okay, yeah, this girl likes me. Like, that's what I was thinking. Like, this girl likes me. Everything's good. We're having a good time. There's no reason for her to even want to do that. That's how it is with me and John now. Like, there's no reason for her to even want to talk to anybody else, because we have, you know what I'm saying, we already have a good bond, you know what I'm saying. But I was thinking the same way with this girl. She was Cambodian, by the way. She was not Thai. She was Cambodian. That's one thing I want to point out. Cambodian, not a Thai girl. But she just lived in Thailand, in Pattaya, Thailand. So, yeah, saw the messages, you know what I'm saying. They were just talking, and she was just trying to keep in touch with the dude. I don't know, like, I guess he was trying to plan to come back and stuff like that. But we was doing everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? We was hanging out. We was sleeping together. We was doing everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it was just crazy because I was just like, I just didn't expect that. I was just like, 3 months in, 4 months in, we should be goddamn, you know what I'm saying, kind of locking in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be having any urges to talk to anybody else. Our relationship is good. You know what I'm saying? This girl, if you guys remember, if you guys are OGs to my channel, you guys remember this girl. This is like my first video that I made in Thailand. She was in my first video that I made when I dropped her off to work and stuff like that. And she came to my hotel and stuff like that. She was in my first video. But, yeah, y'all, like, I was surprised, bro. I was like, I don't know why you would do that. You know what I'm saying? Evidently, she still have feelings for the guy, but at the same time, you can't be trying to talk to two dudes. Like, first, especially if you're a girl. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Like, people do that shit all the time, but it's just like, bro, what is the point of that? Like, you can't focus. You know what I'm saying? You can't focus on what you got going on if you got all these different people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's better for. I just feel like it's better if you just got focused. If you're focused on one person, or you're gonna decide you're gonna be single. You know what I'm saying? It depends. You gotta decide, but you can't be in the middle. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like in the middle. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna talk to all these dudes, but I'm also going to be in a relationship, and I'm gonna talk to my ex as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a girl, I feel like you should really be like, if you got somebody who's a really good candidate, you should lock in with that person. That's what I feel like, bro. You know what I mean? But evidently, she was young. She was like, she looked good and stuff like that. But it's just like, looks only get you so far. And I guess she was thinking she can get anybody. And I mean, I guess a lot of dudes liked her and stuff like that. She's no longer in Thailand right now. I think she went back to Cambodia because she's actually pregnant right now. I think she's pregnant with somebody else's kid. That's another thing. Like, we're gonna get to that, but my point is, I did not know any of this when I first came to Thailand. I was thinking we were gonna be locked in. I was like, yeah, we're all locked in, we're good. I know this girl. I've been sending pictures of my family, this and that, when she's still talking to her ex. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. You got to really scope out these situations, bro. You can't just jump into these situations and be blind, bro. If I was back there right now, I would be like, with what I know right now, I would be more on my radar. I'll be giving her different tests about, like, you know, different tests on just trying to see like where her head is at, you know what I'm saying, what she's doing behind my back and stuff like that. I'll probably ask to look at her phone, honestly. I'll probably ask to look at her phone just to get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll probably just, you know, because me and John, like, you know, John, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if John like knows the password of my phone. I don't know, but I know the password of John's phone. So she doesn't really hide nothing from me. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't hide nothing from me. So, you know, we don't really hide nothing from each other. We're pretty honest with each other. But yeah, yo, you guys gotta, like, I came into the situation so like blind. I was just like, yeah, I was just so happy to be here and happy to be dating a foreign girl and just happy to be in a new relationship and in a new place. And I let all that blind me to the fact that she was still talking to her ex. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even really realize this until 3 months down the line. I just trusted her when I don't even know this girl. You know what I'm saying? You can't really just give your trust into people when you don't know them. That's what I'm saying. That's probably what I'm getting to. You know what I'm saying? You can't really just trust anybody, especially if you don't know them. You guys got to give them some tests here and there just to see like what kind of person this is. You know what I'm saying? Even after the first impression, bro. First impressions matter, but you guys got to, I gotta, like, well, I don't have to do nothing no more, but like I'll say like you guys gotta just, if you're coming to Thailand, you plan on dating, you plan on using dating apps and stuff like that. When you get here, meet the girl and actually scan out the girl. Don't actually like get head over heels and don't get too excited about the situation until you have scanned the girl out properly, because you don't really know what the girl is doing. You don't know if she has somebody else behind your back. You don't know how many other dudes she's talking to, because this girl, like, I'm gonna tell you, man, like, this girl, we've had a couple of different times, because I don't even know, I was so stupid, I shouldn't even went, like, it's crazy, because I literally, because she looked good or whatever, so I went back to just get some play. I just wanted some play at the time. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted some play. I didn't want no relationship with her, but I just wanted some play, because her mind was just out of it, bro. Like, she didn't really understand relationships, bro. She didn't understand like how precious relationships are and what you got and how you have to treat relationships. She did not care, bro. You know what I'm saying? She did not care at all. But so when I went back, I was just going for some play, honestly, and that's really what I was getting. But I was just noticing she just still didn't change nothing. Like, I wasn't looking for no relationship with her this time around. The second time around, I was just getting some play, and I was like, honestly, still doing my thing too. She was still doing her thing, I think. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she was still doing her thing because she was doing her thing 3 months into our relationship. But I know I was doing my thing for sure. But she basically, like, was doing the same shit. Like, she would talk to dudes in my house, bro. She would get on the phone, sit on the balcony, and she would talk to people. And I didn't know this shit. And I figured it out earlier this time, the second time around. I didn't go out. I didn't date her. Trust me, I didn't date her again, but I just got some play again. Okay. Let's get that facts. Let's get that facts. I'm not stupid enough to go back into a relationship with somebody who cheated on me. But I just wanted to play. You know what I'm saying? And I did that. But she would talk to dudes. She would be talking to people in my house on the balcony. And I would be like, bro, I don't like this. Like, what are you doing? This is disrespectful. Like, what the hell? You're in my house and you can't at least wait until you're out my house? Like, come on, bro. This girl is, like, deliberately disrespectful, bro. You know what I'm saying? That can't have that. Can't be having stuff like that, bro. This girl was deliberately disrespectful, like. But yeah, man, like, just scan. Like, if you're coming to Thailand and you're dating, even if you're already in Thailand, just make sure you're always scanning the girl that you're dating. You know what I'm saying? You never know what people got going on. You never know, because this was 3 months in, 4 months in. I was in a happy, quote unquote, relationship with this girl. We was hanging out every day. She was sleeping over my house every day. She was still working, but eventually she was gonna probably stop working and stuff like that. And then let me tell you, after a while, I've learned that she was pregnant with my kid. I learned that she was pregnant with my kid after we had broke up, like, and stopped talking for real. Like, she got back with the dude, the ex, and she was pregnant with my kid, and then she made the dude pay for the abortion. So, and now she's pregnant again with somebody else's kid in Cambodia. So, this girl, I don't know what she got going on, bro. I don't know what she got going on. I'm just happy I'm in my happy relationship now with John. You know what I'm saying? Me and John are very happy together. But this was just a crazy experience. You just got to watch out. Like, you got to be very careful about who you're dealing with, because you don't know the history of some of these people. You don't know, like, where they've been, who they've been dealing with. And honestly, I probably would have been safer with the sleeping with people too. Honestly, like, sleeping with her too, I would have probably got her tested. Honestly, I would have got her tested, but thank God nothing happened. But if I would have went back, I would have did it a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? I would have did it a whole different way, bro. But because I would have weaved that out. I would have scoped that out quicker. And I think what they can do, I think what people do is, once you come to Thailand, they can sense that you're a new person in Thailand. I think they can sense that you're new in Thailand. So they can sense that, and they know that you don't really know too much about, you know what I'm saying, the area and what goes on and stuff like that. And I was in Pattaya too, so it's more adultery going on over there for sure. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Pattaya, you definitely got to watch out in Pattaya, because you don't know. Like, I kind of got lucky meeting John in Pattaya. Honestly, I got lucky meeting John. John's a great person. I met John in Pattaya. I feel like really happy with that, and I got really lucky with that, because she's not really like a bad person. But hey, man, Pattaya is like Vegas. Like, Pattaya is like a Vegas of Thailand, bro. So you gotta be careful. There's a lot of stuff going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Fast life over there, stuff like that. Fast life, fast money. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be careful. But yeah, man. So if you got anything from today's message, man, just scope out whoever you're dating. You know what I'm saying? Scope out the girls, scope out the guys, scope out whoever you're dating. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you're coming to Thailand and dating, you don't know who they are. Just scope them out. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to end up in a situation like I ended up getting cheated on and having to waste a couple of months of my life. Pretty much like my first 5 months with this girl. Pretty much wasted, honestly. But I was doing my thing still. I was still doing my thing, honestly. But I did want a relationship with this girl at that point. I'll say that. At that point, I did want that relationship. But I'll say it wasn't, everything worked out for the better. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a healthy relationship with my girlfriend now, John. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer dealing with that situation. and I'm just happy about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy about it. Everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? This is my first ever relationship when I first came to Thailand. I met this girl on the second day of my Thailand trip. The second day. I met her before my trip on Tinder, swiping through Tinder. But yeah, just be careful, bro. Just be careful. Scope out your people. But hopefully you guys learned something in today's video, man. Don't get cheated on like me. Yeah, if you watch this video before you come to Thailand, you won't get cheated on. If you watch this video anytime, you won't get cheated on, because this is just letting you guys know. This is going to save a lot of people a lot of stress and a lot of time. So, yeah, man. Love and appreciate you guys as always. If you guys want to check out more content, more spicy content that I cannot post on YouTube, click my Patreon link that's in the description. I got spicy content. I got content that'll get me banned if I post over here on YouTube. So go check that out. I know you guys want to see that content. I know you guys want to see that. Anything that I can't post over here, I post on Patreon. So go check out that content. It's some good content over there. All right, some good content. All right. So yeah, love and appreciate y'all as always, and I'll see y'all next video. Peace out. Alright guys, we have a big announcement for you guys right now, right here, right now. So we're doing a group trip here in Pattaya, Thailand. I'm actually standing in Isan, Thailand, right now. This is where I'm living right now. I occasionally do go back to Pattaya, but we're doing a group trip in Pattaya from August 14th to August 21st, 2026. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys hit that email that I'm going to put on the screen. So yeah, we're going to be doing 7 days in Pattaya. So I'm thinking about doing this group trip, and then we're going to do a group trip in Shayapum. But let's get through this group trip first. So we're going to be doing 7 days in Pattaya. Every day I have something new for you guys. We're going to be doing several different activities like temples, beaches, islands, restaurants, anything you can really think of that you can do in Pattaya, we're going to be doing in those 7 days. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys hit the email below. Hit the email below with like a subject saying interested in the trip, and then just tell me you're interested in the trip, and we can work out different payment plans. I know everybody's going to be wanting a different type of payment plan. So the first thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to probably do like a deposit, have you guys pay a deposit up front. And then after you guys can work on the payment plans, you guys can pay however you guys want to pay. Probably like later on or something. So if you guys are interested, so we're going to be doing 7 days in Pattaya. If you guys are interested, make sure you guys hit that email down below.